Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door? Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 7 of the Direwolf20 1.7 mod pack. And today, we are quickly going to make up some planks here so we can make a crafting table, and then we can make a tree tap. I do believe this is the recipe here. Let's actually grab a couple of these. And the reason we're going to get some IC2 tree taps is because I actually want to get into Minefactory Reloaded. And yes, that is the correct name in this version, which is kind of funny because I accidentally say Minefactory Reloaded when playing Industrial Foregoing, which they technically are kind of the same mod because it's just like a faithful recreation at the start, and then it expanded into its own thing. So now it's kind of not Minefactory Reloaded, but it is. Really confusing. But we can actually use IC2 rubber for that, which is fantastic. Of course, we probably want to try and get a centrifuge from IC2 and a few other machines maybe, so we can actually get this going. But I've been seeing a lot of rubber trees around this area. So I was just looking, I was trying to find an IC2 or a Minefactory Reloaded rubber tree, but I don't actually know where those spawn. But I did see a whole bunch of IC2 ones, and I looked, and the recipes are similar. They do have a rubber recipe in there from IC2's rubber, so we're going to use that. And also, we're going to punch quite a few of these leaves because we also can get saplings and stuff from them. So let's head back this direction, because this is actually towards our house. Kind of just went over into this bayou. It looks like it's the biome here. But yeah, you can see it's actually another rubber tree over here. There's quite a few rubber trees in this biome. Not 100% sure. Also, I did not punch these trees. These are just floating, which is fantastic. And we're looking for these yellow spots, or orange spots that I keep right-clicking on. And the reason we are looking for those is because that is a resin spot, and we'll get some sticky resin out of it, and we'll have to go smelt up the rubber. Okay, not seeing anything. Also, the saplings are semi-rare, by the way, so do keep that in mind. For rubber trees, they don't have a very, very high drop rate at all. But you'll also see that there is like still a spot here. If we were to right-click this again, it means that it would never regenerate. Which is, something you probably don't want to do, especially if you have like a tree farm or a rubber tree farm near your base. Right-clicking it repetitively will cause it to dry out, and that's no good. You just have to grow another rubber tree. So let's see here. Oop, one at the top. And then we've got 8 so far. Man, I'm really tired of this Ender Zoo shenanigans, because he's every time I break a dirt block, it seems like it turns into that slime thing. Okay, nothing on that one. All right, let's just head back. But we can look at IC2 a little bit to potentially see if we could get a little bit more rubber from the centrifuge, I believe is what it is. Not 100% sure if that's what it's actually called in this version. But the centrifuge or extractor or whatever it's called should be able to give us a few more pieces of rubber per operation of sticky resin. So let me get right back there. Alrighty, so if we look at the sticky resin, of course, smelting it gives you 1 per 1. The extractor, okay, so that's what this is called, gives you a 1-to-3 ratio. So let's see what is required for an extractor. Okay, so the IC2 extractor requires a basic machine casing, an electronic circuit. So this is iron plates, okay? This is, looks like 6 rubber to get an electronic circuit, and then a few tree taps. But we also need to think that this is not using the same power system as Ender IO or anything, so we also need a generator from IC2, which is this block right here, which is, okay, so this requires like one piece of 10 cable. Okay, so we need about 7 rubber to kind of get this started, it looks like. Because the generator also requires the iron furnace, which just requires iron plates. So it looks like we're going to need to get a hammer. Okay, so just iron, basically. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this going here. So let's make 2 of these, maybe. So they have 80 use. So I guess we only really need 1, but we'll probably use more than this in a little while. Okay, so 30 of those. And then let's grab some cobblestone. Let's kind of start with the generator first. So we need a furnace block. The furnace block can then be converted into an iron furnace. That iron furnace can then be made into this other thing. Let's see. Let's quickly actually go smelt some of this rubber down. So we'll toss in all 7 of that. This will start cruising. Is there anything in this? Okay. Ardite manulin. Nothing terrible. And that should filter into here. Okay, that should get us started here. So the 10... do I have any 10? That's actually a question. I don't know if I've actually smelted down any 10 ore. So let's just do a bulk smelting operation here. For just a set of this. And then let's just toss the rest of this in here. So it can get started. But we're going to do this so we can quickly get a whole bunch. And then once this gets in here, we will make sure it's in the first slot. Okay, and then right click on it. 96 ingots. So we'll just activate this. And also, if of course we do this operation, there is the chance of getting other ores. Let's see what other ones are possible. So just iron, which is not terrible. Okay. Doodly-doo. And once this gets cooled down, we should have our first block, and that's kind of all we really need right now. So we're just going to let it run. Okay. So 10 block, and then can I do this, or does this need to be cut down into wire? Okay, it looks like it needs to be cut down into wire. So generator, RE battery. So 10 cable, yeah, we need wire cutters. Don't have any more iron because I used it all. So this, and this. I actually don't remember IC2 doing this specifically. But maybe I'm wrong. Okay, does this need to be a 10 plate and then cut down? Okay, it does. Perfect. So let's toss away some blocks here. And then let's get that insulated 10 cable. And then what else do we need? Okay, so it looks like we need 10 item casings. So that is hammer this down. Hammer this down. And then we need some redstone. So there's a battery. Iron furnace, this, and then that. That'll give us a generator, which is fantastic. So that generator can be plopped down right there. Also, don't break these. Grab a IC2 wrench before you do that, because if you don't, there's a possibility of the machines breaking. At least that's the older version. Not 100% sure if it's in this version, but I'm not going to risk it anyway. Okay, then we need the extractor. Okay, the extractor here is 6 rubber, 1 iron plate. Okay. So copper, which we have a little bit of, because we're not in the version of Minecraft where copper is super abundant. Which is also something to remember. Is like we're in a different version where copper was never in the game. Oh, do we got 2 different types of tin? Oh, that's gonna be confusing. Okay, so let's not smelt it down in here. Let's take our tin dust and throw it all in here. Okay, so we're not doing double now. Throwing that into there. Let's grab the rubber we came for. And then let's get... So this used to actually be the recipe for this, by the way. And I don't know why it's not the same anymore. But that's okay. Right? There is no other recipe for this? Nope. Okay. That's just weird to me. So we'll do this. Electronic circuit. We'll do this. Basic machine chassis. And these actually used to be refined ingots. Refined iron ingots. Oh, they are still in here. It's just not used like it used to be. It's like equivalent to steel now? Oh, it's because it is steel. That is interesting. Okay. I didn't actually know that. Alright. And then what else we need is... So we've already got 1 tree tap, but we're going to need multiple. So let's quickly just get rid of some stuff out of here. Let's see. This, that, chicken egg, cotton seeds. Okay. Tree taps. Let's grab wood. Doesn't really matter what kind of wood either. Okay, so there's 2 more. There's 1 more. And then the extractor. I don't really need to look at the recipe. I already know it. It is this configuration there. And then we're actually going to probably need a little bit more copper cable, but I'm not sure. I don't know if these can output to side. We're about to see. Okay, it can. Perfect. I didn't remember if that was a thing or not. Alright, so now what we should be able to do, of course, is throw our sticky resin in here. And then over time, this should give us 3 rubber per, which is fantastic. Let's go check back here. Alright, perfect. These are actually growing. If you don't know what these oreberry bushes are, I think I've talked about them previously, but they're basically just like giving you a nugget apiece. And I've got quite a few here. I don't know why this one's not growing. But the reason you want to kind of plant these is because if you have 9 of these, like I do here, this is actually 1 ingot. Have we extracted? All of it. Perfect. So now we have 9 of this. So what we want to do now is take this rubber and immediately smelt it. And the reason we're going to immediately smelt it is because this becomes raw plastic. Raw plastic can then be smelted again into plastic sheets. Plastic sheets then can be used in Minefactory Reloaded. Goodness, took me a second to find it. But yeah, so this raw plastic can then be used for some things. These are the actual add-ons that are, increasing radius. It's a very, very different texture. Oh wait, can we do plastic sheets this way? Or is this how we do it now? Don't even smelt it. Okay. There we go. 4 plastic sheets. I was wrong. The newer version throws me off because the industrial foregoing throws me off because you don't ever craft this. It's actually always a different way. But yeah, so plastic sheets, and this will get us somewhere here. Because what I want to do... Oh, there's actually a... PRC's owner manual. I don't even know what that is. But we want to look at a harvester, I believe. Because I don't think we have a sower in here. Planter. So we do have a planter in here. And we do have a harvester. And having these two would basically allow for us to make a tree farm. And that is kind of what we're shooting for. And I did not catch that this was still running. My bad. That's okay. We'll extract that later. But let's see about getting these two machines here. So if we look at gears, do I need an iron nugget in the middle? I may need an iron nugget. No? How do you make a 10 gear then? Oh, it's just a piece of iron. Okay, way more expensive than I remember. Okay, so 2 of these. And then glass. And we're going to look at the harvester. We'll grab this first, but we do just need a machine frame. So this, 2 of those. Looks like we need, is that Invar? Oh, they have changed the recipes on this, didn't they? Ah, cheeky buggers. Okay, so iron and ferrous metal. Do we have any ferrous metal? We do. Let's go get this ground down real quick. I didn't realize they changed the recipe. But I don't think this is... I think this actually may be a default recipe. If I remember correctly, Minefactory Reloaded had configuration to change to thermal recipes, I believe. I may be wrong about that, but I know one of the mods had the ability to do this back in the day. So let's see. So we've got ferrous metal. We've actually got some iron dust in here. Dang it, it took it because I forgot to not put it on furnace mode. That's okay. We'll just do this. Is it not going to work? Do I need to have this all smelted down? Okay, let's just have it smelted down then. And then we can throw it back in there. So whenever this smelts, we should be able to make Invar. Alright, so I did quickly check the configs, by the way, and Minefactory Reloaded actually had the ability to change to vanilla, thermal, and ender IO recipes, and that is pretty cool. So, if you didn't know that, now you do. And we'll see if we can quickly get a few more things here. Skeletons are dying outside. Let's see, so we needed some gold. And probably some iron. Alright, 2 of these. We'll toss that out for right now. Man, I really wish my inventory wasn't so full. We should be done with those, so I guess we can toss those real quick. This... Probably going to need multiple of these, aren't we? I would assume. Okay, what are we missing? Shears? But I don't think we're going to be able to shift-click this in here because it has the axe and the shears. Which is one thing that JEI solved, which is fantastic. Okay. And then the planter. Okay, so this requires copper gears, actually. So good thing I didn't make a whole bunch of gold gears. And then 2 pistons, which require cobblestone. Open the inventory sorter thing is messing around too. Okay. And then we need a flower pot, which requires bricks. Do I have any amount of bricks? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so let's turn this to furnace only for a second. And, of course, we will get bricks here in a second. Okay, so we have the bricks here. So we're going to craft up the flower pot, and this one actually should be able to be shift-clicked in. Perfect. Okay. So we have these two things. What else do we need? We actually probably want to get a survivalist generator. This thing right here, or actually a couple of these, because we're going to be making a self-sustaining tree farm. That's exactly what we're going to shoot for. And I always like doing this early, of course, because it is pretty vital. And then sooner or later, of course, I do want to look at Steve's carts and stuff like that. We also do need to look at the plastic or the range add-ons. What are they called? I just saw them. Upgrade? Is that what they're called? These things right here. Yeah, upgrades. We're going to have to look at these as well because we still do need range add-ons, which require raw plastic. So let me be right back. I'm going to get some raw plastic. I'm going to work on, yeah, because we'll need to make sure these trees actually give us some rubber. And then we'll extract it, and we'll be right back. Alrighty. So let's quickly craft up 2 quartz upgrades. Oh, these do not stack. Okay, hold on. Let's get rid of some of this stuff real fast. And let's create one more. And we will get into this next episode where we are going to make a tree farm that is self-sustaining, of course, making charcoal as well. We'll probably using Java, which is the barrel mod, the better barrels here, and that'll be interesting. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching another fantastic episode of the Direwolf20 1.7 mod pack. This has been a blast. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.